What's up guys, welcome to a video. I'm Softing. In this video I'm going to share some more tips and tricks for Outriders. This time it's going to be about kind of building your guy through your weapons and gear and how you should be trying to do that as you're progressing through the game so that you're geared up for the end expeditions and endgame. As you can see, I'm already level 30. I've soloed tier 15s, all that kind of stuff. My base firepower is 180k. I'm not the best. I'm actually still working on perfecting my gear so that I can beat the eye of the storm and kind of get my firepower as high as possible. So if you don't already know, basically the way Endgame works right now is you have to kill everything as fast as possible throughout the expeditions if you want the best chance at getting the best loot and beating everything as fast as you can. The best way to do that is to have high DPS. What that means is Devastator builds where you're a tank, Pyromaniac or Pyromancer builds where you're just not all anything really where you're not all focused on DPS and especially weapon damage sucks. It's basically useless. So your entire goal for endgame for your build is going to be DPS. You need to get as much damage as possible as quickly as possible. And I'm just going to share a few things that I wish I knew earlier on as I was progressing through the game, so that you know, and you can do it as you're leveling up or whatever you're doing before you get to endgame. So first of all, obviously, here's my gun. If you don't know, the Earthborn Renegades weapons are weapons and armor that you got from the pre-order bonus, or if you buy that pack that you can buy on Steam or wherever you play for like a couple bucks. So I'll show you right now. I have that stuff in my stash. It's the Earthborn Renegades, marksman rifle, SMG, all that kind of stuff. You got all this crap from pre-ordering Earthborn Renegades. So first of all, first thing I want to share is the most important things for your guns and armor throughout all of it is the three statuses, or three attributes, which you can see mine on my weapon is crit damage, status power, long range damage, and then the two mods, which if you don't already know, blue and green items can only have one mod, purple and legendary can have two mods, but you can only replace one mod. So one of the mods that your item comes with has to be something that you want that is useful to you, and then the other one you can put in whatever you want. You can only change one mod though. So the good thing about this Earthborn Renegade assault rifle is obviously you can change the fire rate, so you can make it single fire, burst, or auto, whatever you want. I prefer burst because it's easier, I think, to get headshots and multiply crit damage and all that kind of stuff. So I have crit damage, status power, and long range damage. Crit damage obviously is my crit damage. I do as much as possible. Status power is the power that I have against statuses that I inflict on enemies. So I use Toxic. My Technomancer build is built heavily around using the Blighted Round skills, which inflicts Toxic on everyone, as well as the Blighted Turret, which also inflicts Toxic. So because I inflict Toxic on basically everyone I shoot, I have 30% more status power, and that results in a lot more DPS. I'm able to hurt a lot more people a lot more quickly. And then the good thing about this Earthborn Renegade Assault Rifle, one, it comes with bone shrapnel. So this bone shrapnel mod is killing shots detonate the enemy's bones and turn them into shrapnel that deals 203,000 damage and inflicts bleed on enemies within a 5-meter radius. So if I were to show you when I finish some expeditions, it gives you a rundown of all the damage. I literally get like 15, 16, 20 million damage just from my bone shrapnel perk or mod. So it's very valuable, especially when there's multiple small enemies. When there's ads running at you, you can literally just shoot one and it'll blow up and kill like 3 other ones instantly. It's really good for crowd control, and if there are small ads near big alphas or captains or whatever, you can blow them up on them and deal a lot of damage to everything in that area. And then I chose to put Killing Spree as my tier 3 mod on this weapon, which you can put anything in there, again, whatever you want for your build, which is killing shots increase damage by 25% for this weapon for 20 seconds. Bonus deteriorates with time and stacks up to 3 kills. Basically, every time I kill something, my damage gets better with this weapon. So as you can see, this is completely kitted for damage. Now, as far as my secondary and pistol go, I'm going to be honest, when I've done expeditions, especially high level 14, 15 tier expeditions, I haven't even switched off of my primary weapon. My main goal with doing these expeditions is to never have to reload, basically, and just keep these blighted rounds in my gun. I'm doing Like, if I'm doing 200 million damage on a tier 15 expedition, I'm literally doing 175 of it with my blighted rounds. So that's where my next part of this comes in. So armor. So as I said, you want to get attributes and mods that help for your build. Here's the first thing I recommend if you're going for all DPS. I got a lot of this information from various YouTubers. I'll name drop Nick too because I like his videos a lot. I think he does a really good job of explaining it, and I think he's way ahead of everyone with these builds. I'm not going to tell you how to build out your character like he does. If you want to find the best build for each class, go watch his videos. It's Nick TEW on YouTube. But what I'm trying to tell you is stuff that I wish I knew earlier. So as far as the attributes go, if you find something that has these three stacks for attributes, these three roles, bonus firepower, which is instantly just more base firepower. I instantly have 8,038 more firepower just from wearing this helmet. I'm just doing more damage because I have this helmet on. Long range damage, 10%. Close range damage, 10%. Obviously, that covers all ranges of damage for me. So my end goal is to get those three attributes on every piece of armor that I'm wearing. As you can see right now, I don't have that on any of my other pieces. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm farming tier 14 and 15 runs to try and get all armor with those rolls on it. Now, the armor is not going to matter as much. I'm going to be honest, I die pretty quickly, but my damage is so high that it really doesn't matter. Very rarely do I die because I'm able to kill things so quickly. And then the mods I have on it are Crit Stack and Bloodlust, which both of them basically just give me firepower bonuses. I'm upping my firepower again just from these two mods. And then again, this is another thing I'm trying to farm to replace. I don't like the attributes on this. I put the toxic lead in this, which is killing enemies afflicted with toxic will instantly replenish 40% of ammo in my magazine. So this is the other thing I want to mention. So if you don't already know, there's a bunch of stopping power basically on Pyromaniac, Techno, and the Trickster. That's what it's called. Trickster, Pyro, not Pyromaniac, Pyro, whatever the hell it's called, and the Technomancer that I'm playing as. So basically any of those, you want to buff those as hard as possible and keep your guy from having to reload. So I have multiple mods on my armor that make it so I don't have to reload those blighted rounds. So anytime I kill someone with toxic, which is basically all the time because everyone I kill with blighted rounds or who's inflicted by my turret, they automatically replenish 40% of ammo in my magazine. Then down here you'll see I have the spare mag, which is specifically a mod for the Techno class, and the skill makes it so I have one additional magazine before my blighted rounds cool down. So if I do run out of that first mag, I get a second one without having to wait for the cooldown, which is like 40 seconds. Then I have this one as well, which is Trick Up the Sleeve. While the skill is active, killing shots grant you 30% extra bullets in your mag. So anyone I kill automatically puts 30% extra bullets in my mag. So I'm standing there shooting like a Broodmother or whatever it is, like a big enemy. I'll do like half their health, and then I'll notice I have 10-15 shots left in my mag. I'll just turn around and shoot a really small enemy really quick with those, and it'll put like 40 bullets back in my mag, and then I can just keep shooting, or whatever amount it is. I don't know the exact numbers. But even if I kill like 2 enemies real quick, it'll just replenish my mag all the way, and I can just keep shooting. And then obviously I have deal 15% more damage against enemies afflicted by toxic. So basically, what I'm trying to sum up very quickly is the most important thing you should be trying to get is mods and attributes, because in the end game, they're really going to help. Like the thing that's going to put me over the top right now is when I get this type of bonus firepower on every single item that I have, as well as mods that I want. Like right now, I don't want this shield blast, but this is the best thing I've found. So if I can get more firepower on a mod like that, it's going to help me a lot, and I'll probably be up over 200k firepower. So that's kind of my goal right now. So basically, if you are like, obviously we all want legendaries, like they're freaking sick, they look amazing, but to be honest, most of them aren't that good. But what is good is the tier 3 mods that come with them. Now, like, obviously they're not all good for specific builds, but I'm trying to find like some crazy one. Like this shotgun I have, Enoch's Blessing. Killing shots create a blast that restores 33% of max health to players. So like, if you were running something where you wanted to keep replenishing health and like it really helped you, like my character's base health restoration, the Technomancer, is life on hit. So I don't really need that type of thing so much because I kind of heal myself from killing and shooting things anyway. But if you were a character that didn't have that, that might be really useful. But you want to just keep stacking up on those mods. And I'll show you when you go over to Zahidi over here. It is very much worth it if you get a gun. So this is my AR, right? I got this AR when it was level 10 and I upgraded it all the way to level 50. Now, if there's some videos on YouTube you can find where these pre-order videos, you can kind of roll them over and over again to get as high damage as possible, which I kind of need to do because I didn't get as high firepower as I would like, but I do have 86.8k, which is pretty good. And it's got a really good roll for the attributes and everything, so I've kept it. But what I'm saying is, if you get a green item, whether it's armor or weapon or whatever, if you get a green or a blue item and you like the attributes and the one mod that's on it for your class and for your endgame build, keep it. Even if you don't use it right away while you're leveling up, keep it in a stash or whatever. And then when you get to endgame, level that thing up, dude. It will be worth it. Because if you find something with bonus firepower, long range damage, close range damage, and you're going for all DPS, and it has one mod that you want to use in endgame that really helps your class, you want to keep it. Because if you level it up all the way, it's going to be really good. And then you can just go here. You can pick a mod, whatever one you want, that adds even more damage or whatever you want to do. And make it even better, and it'll be way better than anything you're going to find. This game, the end game and the expeditions right now are more about farming gear to get the attributes and mods to make what you have better and upgrade it than it is to just get the specific items, if that makes sense. Like when I'm farming these legendaries like I have been recently, like I'm not looking for a Thunderbird, but I'm looking to get, I'm not, but I'm just using this as an example. I'm looking to get this Ultimate Storm Whip tier 3 mod that lets me bring down lightning on an enemy. Like if I was building a lightning build and all my damage went through lightning, I want that because it's like the best mod you can have for that. So I'm obviously going to want that. So I want to get that Thunderbird for that mod because when I destroy this, I can then go in here and I can put that mod on anything in the game. So basically, to sum all this up very quickly, as you're playing through the game, don't think, oh, this item has the highest armor for me, so I'm going to use that the whole time. Because that might not be true. And don't destroy or sell everything that you get because it might be really good. Pay attention to these attributes. Like this right here, this is a prime example. So this is my chess piece. As I said, I don't like the 3 attributes. I only like the mod that I put in. I got this chess piece. I still have it because I'm still debating on it, right? This has the 3 attribute points that I want. They're exactly what I want, right? But both mods I don't want. I don't have much resistance piercing, so the Achilles heel mod doesn't really help me. The cleansing wind, I don't even use that ability, so it doesn't help me. But the 3 attributes, if I had the 3 attributes and one of those mods and the armor was over 1,000 less than what I have right now, I would use it because my firepower is going to go up a lot. Like if I put this in, what does this have on it? If I put this in right now, my firepower just went up to 186k. Even though my health and armor dropped, as you can see, my health is 19.6, it goes down to 18.8. My armor is 53.6 and it goes down to 52.3. But the important thing is my firepower went to 186 from 180. So I gained 6,000 firepower just because the bonus firepower attribute was on there. Not to mention the fact that when you go over to Zahidi, you can then take that chest item. And as I said, I gained 6,000 firepower from it, right? I can put this in here. I can go to raise attributes and bonus firepower. I can raise this all the way up until these things are maxed out right here. I'm not going to waste it right now, obviously. But as you can see, it goes all the way up to 8,000 from whatever that number was. 5,955. So I'm going to gain 3,000 more than that. So that's why I'm just trying to say, watch out for these items with these attributes or these mods that you want for endgame and keep them, even if they're literally level 5. If you find level 5 boots that have the attributes that you want, it might be worth it to just level them up the entire game and keep those attributes going. And make sure that you have the mods and the attributes that you want, because that's just how you're going to build out your best character. Like, I wish I knew this earlier, because like this chess piece specifically, I guarantee I've had ones that had these attributes that I want, but I got rid of them. I probably trashed them, scrapped them, whatever, and they're gone forever because I saw it and I just went, oh, this armor's too low, I'm putting my new armor on, and I just got rid of it. But I shouldn't have done that. So now I've learned that, and I just wanted to try and help people so that they didn't make the same mistake that I did. And so you kind of know it as you're leveling up your character and getting to end game. And even while you're going through the beginning of the expeditions, like tiers 1 through 10 or 11, you probably don't need this stuff as much. You just need like some good gear. But once you get into the later tiers, you'll start to figure this stuff out that you need it. And I think it'll help you a real lot. So I hope anyone found this useful in any way. I figured I'd just make this video real quick because I'm just trying to help people. If you enjoyed it or found it useful in any way, please like it and maybe consider subscribing to my channel. I stream on Twitch every single day playing Outriders, grinding tier 15s currently to get my gear as best as it can be so I don't get smoked in Eye of the Storm again. Twitch.tv/midsofting. I'm midsofting on all social platforms and everything else. I hope all of you have a wonderful day and good luck grinding for that gear on these expeditions. Hope you have fun, everybody. See you later.